Months after young Sheldon ended, Missy and Paige actors Reagan Rivard and McKenna Grace reunite, effectively highlighting one of the most heartbreaking aspects of George's death. Despite contradicting the canon countless times in its run, the prequel finally decided to stick to the bigger points of the established continuity when George died of a heart attack. This became the launching pad for the special one-hour Young Sheldon finale, with its first half devoted to the Coopers coming to terms with the tragedy. Everyone coped with the matter differently, as they grappled to move forward following the massive loss. Aside from following what was the Big Bang Theory canon, George's death and funeral also allowed the writers to bring back many familiar faces for the last time. Beloved supporting characters, including Reba McEntire's June Ballard, rallied the family as they dealt with the unimaginable turn of events. Despite this, young Sheldon wasn't able to bring back all of the show's prominent role players. Paige's absence in its final season was particularly problematic as it left her fate in limbo. Besides that, Grace's recent reunion with Rivard emphasizes one other aspect the prequel missed by not bringing her back. Missy barely got any support during George's young Sheldon's death. Until the end, Missy continued to be overlooked. George's funeral is arguably the Big Bang Theory franchise's best episode. It is a masterclass in balancing comedy and drama, something that the show tried to perfect for years. The outing has been dissected multiple times, but one thing that is often overlooked is how unsupported Missy was during that time. Mary had Mima, who had Dale. Georgie sought strength from his new family, while Sheldon, despite trying to ignore it, got sympathies from Dr. Sturgis and Dr. Linklater. Missy didn't have anyone to rely on, hence why she resorted to lashing out at almost everybody. Paige could have helped Missy with her grief in young Sheldon. Missy could have leaned on Paige, her only real friend, after George's death. Much has been said about young Sheldon's underutilization of Rivard's character. While Missy was barely in the Big Bang Theory, she became one of the most dynamic characters in the prequel. Unfortunately, while her family members' stories evolved, hers didn't. Missy's last compelling arc was her rebellious stint in Season 6, where she and Paige attempted to drive to Florida. Young Sheldon didn't fully flesh out their friendship, but they had a deep bond, in a way that they oddly understand each other's issues. Missy could have relied on Paige as she dealt with her grief over losing George. Seeing Rivard and Grace continue their off-screen friendship is a reminder of their characters' relationship in Young Sheldon, something that the CBS show could have devoted more time to over the years. Despite the limited screen time left, the final could have done a brief scene with Paige coming to visit Missy after the death of George. From there, they could have had a poignant conversation about their respective struggles in their early years. Considering Missy's support during Paige's darkest moments, this could have been her way of reciprocating that very kind gesture. A spin-off of the sitcom The Big Bang Theory, Young Sheldon follows the youth and coming of age of Sheldon Cooper during his childhood in Texas as he pursues science and academia. The show also follows his parents, siblings, and Mima, painting a picture of the world where Sheldon grew up.